Hello!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wolf Den Live, episode 25. Now with 95% less garbage fire.
Yes, 95.
95%.
So, you know what? I'm going to say 85%.
80. Oh, yeah, you know.
Still a little bit of garbage
Probably
fire,
something's
because you
gonna
know
screw
what?
up.
That's where the charm comes from.
Yeah, the char. Because it's charred, because it's fire.
Oh, I get it. That sucks. What up, Alec? What up, Damien? What up, Super Ty? What up, Justin?
Shiftiest Ninja. Daniel Ramos.
Tevia, AJ, Daniel. I like your icon. It's
Yeah.
real close up of Sonic. Vicky, Connor. Hello, everybody. I would like to thank you for 15,000 subscribers.
Yep.
Do you know who says it like that?
Who says like
15,000 subscribers.
that? I feel like that's just a parody of any like generic announcer
That's
guy.
Keemstar, the drama alert guy.
Ah, okay.
A lot of drama around him.
Yep. But
I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, seriously, thank you guys so much for your continued support and subscriptions and viewership. We can't do this without you, and we're going to keep thanking you every 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Because it's a big deal.
We need to do something for. I know 20 is a little far off. We need to do something for that.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about it.
I feel like we just high-fived for 14, though.
We did.
So,
we'll keep high-fiving until, we get one of those little YouTube button things.
Yeah, I want a button.
Yeah.
A little button for my shirt, because we're only at 15,000. Anyway, I want to, first and foremost, yeah, you know what? You guys are the diehards, so we're going to talk about our favorite thing right now, the Sonic Humble Bundle.
Yep.
If you've never played a Sonic game or haven't played one of these games, you should get this Humble Bundle.
This is,
Why can't I scroll? This always happens to me. There we go. Okay, so the first tier, any amount. You can donate any amount. So $1.
and you're guaranteed the original Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic 3D Blast, and Sonic CD.
Yeah, and only one of those games is garbage.
Yes. Sonic 3D Blast.
All right, good. We're on the same page. I also don't really like the first Sonic that much.
The first Sonic has aged a little badly, but it still plays really well, and it's nice to see where this franchise started.
Right, it's a piece of history.
Yes.
If you pay more than the average, which is $9.56. Why did I say it like that?
$9.57.
You might as well just pay the $10. But
yeah,
if you pay more than $9.56, you get Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1, which Sonic 4 is awesome.
Yes.
That game is awesome.
Absolutely awesome.
Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, which I can't speak to.
It's actually good.
Is it?
I played more of
I'm surprised.
I played more of the second one, which is really good. But yeah, no, those are actually good kart racing games.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which some argue is the best Sonic game, which I disagree with.
I would say it's up there. It's definitely a top 5 Sonic game.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which I argue is a very good Sonic game.
Yes.
A lot of people argue that it is a very bad Sonic game. But I argue that is a very good Sonic game. One of the best Sonic games,
yes.
I would argue. And if you just suck it up and pay $10, you get whatever is just below my reach.
You get World, which was originally a Wii U exclusive, but now it's on Steam, so you'll get the Steam version, which I liked. I know some people have problems with it, but I thought it was really good. Sonic Generations, which I think is one of the best Sonic games of all time.
That's just a collection of the best stuff.
Yeah,
it's like modernized.
It's basically Sega apologizing for the last 10 years of Sonic games and promising to do better and reminding you why you like Sonic in the first place. Then they make Sonic Boom, but you know what? They fell off the wagon. It's okay. And it comes with the Casino Nights DLC, which is basically pinball tables themed after Casino Night Zone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then it also Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2.
Which is the same as Sonic 4 Episode 1.
Except you can play with Tails now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And then Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed.
And if you pay $35 more, you get that cool shirt.
Just get the shirt.
I will say, if you want, Sonic 4 is good on the phone, too.
Yes.
So, a lot of people hate on Sonic.
Right.
They argue there is no good Sonic games.
Those people can just go to hell.
There are a lot of bad Sonic games.
I have no time in my life for people who say there are no good Sonic games.
There are a lot of bad Sonic games.
There are a lot of bad.
You can agree.
Yes.
But This bundle has a lot.
Yeah.
It has what? Can you count? I can't count.
It has right now it has 12.
It has 12 Sonic games, and only one of them is a bad game.
Yes. And keep in mind, it says more games coming soon, so that, probably means Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles
Yeah, Sonic 3
are going to be here.
Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. Count those as one game.
Yeah.
Best Sonic game.
If I had a PC, I would definitely just plunk down the $10 and just buy these, because...
Also, we are not paid for this. Oh,
Yeah,
a lot of those are Mac, actually.
Are they?
Yeah.
There's not available for Mac, not available for Mac, not available for Mac, not available for Mac, not available for
Well,
Mac, not available for Mac.
Which one's available for Mac?
None
It
of
said
them.
Mac and PC.
None of them are. They're all Windows, PC, Steam
Wow, that
codes.
sucks.
All
All of these games can run on Mac.
I should also note one thing. Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 are add-ons. What that basically means is when you get the codes for them, you're also downloading what the hell is it called? Hang on. This game is redeemed as DLC for the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis classics in your Steam library.
Okay.
So basically, that's like how can I put this? That's like a hub program, and then Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic 2 are basically DLC for that program. So you play it inside that program.
Right.
That program also you can buy other Genesis games like Streets of Rage, Rystar, Gunstar Heroes, things like that.
I forgot which one, but one of them has the code for a Sega Genesis emulator in it. I think all of them.
I think it's this one.
It might be all of them.
All of
All of the Sega Genesis games that are on Steam might be running
because they're all part of Sega Mega Drive and Genesis classics.
Well, here's the thing. People it was a big news story when people found that out that they just used somebody's emulator to run their own games on the computer, but emulators are all run with the same source code. There's a bunch of different emulators out there to run these games, and they're all run off of the same architecture. Like one guy wrote the emulator, and everybody else just stole from that. So it's not that weird.
Also, too,
it's just funny.
Anything in the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics collection, you can upload your own mods and stuff to that thing. So, like, I don't know if you remember, like, from a few weeks back, the Streets of Rage with Tim Allen's.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Somebody modded Streets of Rage 2 so that every time somebody dies, it just goes. And, like, people upload that to Steam, and you can download it as long as you have a legitimate copy of Streets of Rage 2. So, like, that's cool. Now that you own Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic 2, you can, upload and download mods for those games.
Somebody in the chat, I just lost it. Somebody said, or you could just get an emulator.
Or that.
But then you don't get Lost Worlds.
You don't get Lost Worlds. You don't get Sonic Generations. You don't get Sonic Adventures.
Sonic 4.
Sonic 4. Also, this money goes to charity.
Yeah, it's true. You can emulate the most advanced one of these that you can emulate easily would be Sonic Adventure 2. And you know what? I wouldn't say easily.
Yeah.
It was a little easy.
Dreamcast emulation is still a little hit and miss.
It's a little iffy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just for $10 you get all this stuff,
and for $35 you get a pretty rad T-shirt.
Like we're lucky we saved all our games.
Yeah.
Which we have all of these already.
Yeah.
But if we sold games or threw out games or
I'll be honest, if I had a Windows PC, I would pitch in for this bundle because I'd have it all here.
That'd be nice. If it worked for Mac, then I might.
What I am thinking of doing though is because in addition to the Sonic video games bundle for the 25th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, there is a comic book bundle for Sonic the Hedgehog 25th anniversary. You get a whole bunch of Archie comics. Archie puts out Sonic the Hedgehog comics. Up to $15, you get a lot of stuff in there, and also another comics bundle coming soon.
Let me see this.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll be honest, I've only read like a handful of Sonic comics, and they're all out there.
They're all very out there.
But, I mean, this is the longest running video game comic series ever. And it's one of the few comic series still using its original numbering. Like, it's up in like the almost 300 now.
one of the artists, I don't know if it's any of these books,
Mm-hmm.
one of the artists was on the Wulff Den.
He was.
Jam Polik or something.
Check out our video from New York Comic Con where we interview him as he's doing Mega Man.
Yes,
stuff.
he is primarily a Mega Man artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the New York Comic Con video towards the end.
Yep.
All right, so we talked a lot about Sonic.
Yes, because he's awesome.
Do you know what he did yesterday?
Yes.
What Sonic did? Our best friend Sonic. He tweeted, "Great job on the release at Mighty Number 9. It's better than nothing." And then this face.
I feel like we should give that a lot of context.
So, people got really mad at him for saying that. I'm saying it as if he's a real person.
Yeah.
People got really mad about that. I'm like, a lot of developers got mad at him because I understand.
I can see that.
I can see it from their perspective, but like that's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
And one person put up a picture of a game cover and it said Sonic and the Glass House.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sonic hasn't had a lot of good games recently, but that was just a funny little thing. He likes to
He
joke
is-
around with other Twitter accounts and stuff.
And he goes after, people. He went after game trailers once because game trailers did a video where they said, don't lie to yourself. Sonic Generations wasn't good. You're delusional if you think it was. And then the Sonic Twitter account was just like, hey, before you call people delusional, don't forget you gave that game an 8 out of 10.
Thank God for the Sonic _ Hedgehog Twitter account.
my God.
So the context of that tweet that he made
Yeah.
about Mighty Number 9 is that they did a live stream when they released Mighty Number 9.
I feel like we should back up even more.
Okay.
So Mighty Number 9 is finally out after God knows how long.
Well, I
in
have a lot
development.
to say about the release of Mighty Number 9.
All right. We'll get to that. So yeah, it finally came out, and long story short, it's not that good. It's not getting good reviews. It also had a bungled launch. People aren't getting their download codes. The Kickstarter backers aren't getting download codes.
That's what I have a lot to say about.
We'll get to that. And then they were doing a live stream. Keiji Inafune and his translator, whose name escapes me at the time, were talking about that, and they addressed the issues there. And the translator was talking about it, and at the end of translating for Inafune, he basically said, all this stuff happened. It's better than nothing.
Right.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up the actual crap he said.
He talked about all of the things that happened, and then he said, at the end of the day, it's better than nothing. It should also be noted that he's one of the types of translators that will add his own words.
Yeah.
Since Japanese is so different than English,
Yeah.
he'll just add stuff to make it to give a little more context or a little more character. So that might not even be something that Inafune said.
I think it was confirmed that
just
Inafune did not say it.
It might have just been him, but also who even cares? Like I get what he's saying. It's just funny that he said that about a game.
Right, but at the same time, I mean, for a game like this where people donated $4 million to, make this a reality, they're proving that they do want these type of games, old school style platformers reminiscent of Mega Man or games like that. And for it to come out after 3 years of development with little to no updates as to what's going on, and now you come out and say that's better than nothing. I mean, that's a bad move, bro.
So that's why the Sonic Twitter account said it's better than nothing. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was just re-quoting what they said during the
Yeah.
live stream. So I, as I've said many times, was a Kickstarter backer for this. This is one of the first Kickstarters I've ever kickstarted. Because spiritual successor to Mega Man, I want to play it.
Yeah.
So I backed it. Twice they gave out surveys to ask what platform you wanted it on. Because the first one they lost the results or something.
Which is probably a bad sign.
So you had to fill it out twice. I'm shocked. 80-something% of people did the survey the second time. Which is insane.
Yeah.
If you didn't fill out the survey, you get a Steam code. So they're saying that the other percentage probably just wanted the Steam code.
Yeah.
I wanted the Vita code.
Right.
I clicked Vita. And they said if you get, I was a little worried about this. They said if you get Vita, you get cross-buy, cross-save with PS4 and PlayStation 3. Awesome. That's exactly what I want. So Monday comes around, midnight comes around, and I'm like, yo, wait, am I going to get my code? You know? Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm like, am I going to get my code? People are like going to the stores and buying it right now. Where's my freaking code? I've been waiting 3 years for this thing. I'm a diehard here.
Yeah.
Give me my freaking code. And to my complete surprise, it was in my inbox at like midnight.
Oh, nice.
At like 12:05, it was in my inbox. I was like, wow. And it was distributed through Humble Bundle. So I was like sick, and I was on the computer at the time, so I just copied the code and pasted it into the PlayStation Store, thing.
Yeah.
So I pasted it in there, and it was like, your code doesn't work, bro.
Damn.
So I was like, why does my freaking code work? So I assumed that was because I wanted the Vita version. The Vita version isn't out yet.
Right.
Only the PS4 version.
Right.
But I should get the PS4 version. Mm-hmm. So my code didn't start working until earlier today. There was an issue. They said it was in the email that they gave out. They were offshooting the blame a lot. Most of the blame was being shifted to Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
Which at this point, stop shifting the blame.
Yeah.
You've taken a lot of heat. Just take it already. So Humble Bundle, something happened and the codes weren't working. But now the same code that I had is now activated and it worked. I didn't actually download it on my PS4 yet because I just freaking got home.
Yeah.
So,
also too, it should be pointed out that when, what the hell was I gonna say? When, the game launched, they announced on launch day that the Xbox 360 version was also delayed,
right.
which is kind of a big deal.
Xbox 360?
Yeah.
I don't think that's that big of a deal.
I think it is, because, there's still, like, however many millions of people who have an Xbox 360. They're probably waiting to play this game on the Xbox 360, and now they can't.
Yeah. Well, Vita and 3DS being delayed, I think, is a...
Right.
I think 3DS is a huge deal.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I fill out the first survey, I picked 3DS because I didn't have a Vita.
Either way, the fact that, you're delaying this even more, and you're not really giving us a lot of they eventually started to talk about some of the reasons why things were delayed, but the messaging with this Kickstarter was very bad because the Kickstarter was successful. They didn't really talk about what was going on. They started launching more Kickstarters for Red Ash and other projects.
That was dumb.
They announced Recore with Armature, and it's going to be this big thing for Xbox One, which looks great, but
the trailer looks great.
True.
I don't know about how it's actually going to be. But Inafune came out and said that one of the biggest struggles was that they released it on 10 platforms.
Yeah.
Which was a bad move. Because he's always worked with publishers.
It's very ambitious, but yeah, it was...
And they have encoding houses and stuff that would, take some of the load off.
Right.
And their whole job would be just to port it. And they're doing it all by themselves.
Yeah.
They should have just stuck with a couple,
Yeah.
But the problem was that they reached this Kickstarter did so well, it reached so many tiers.
Yeah.
That they were forced to have some tiers that were released on 3DS, released on I think the last tier was 3DS and Vita.
Yeah.
And so they had to fulfill it. And I guess they didn't expect how much work that was going to be.
Yeah.
And that's why it got delayed a million times. I also think it should be noted that, did Inafune work on all of the Mega Man games, like the recent ones?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure he did, right?
Yeah.
It should be noted that those did not review well at all.
Oh, no.
Like Mega Man 7 and 8, people did not like those games. I thought they were fun for a little bit,
Yeah.
Like they weren't awful. Like I think that they felt like Sonic games.
Yeah.
Like, I like this character, so I'm willing to deal with it to play it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I thought that Mighty Number 9 was going to be. It's just going to be that, because that's what he does. Like, Inafune made these games that aren't that good anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he made great games back in the day, but he's not putting out the same good stuff.
Yeah. But, I mean, at the same time, with the Mega Man games, you don't know how much of that is Inafune or how much is that
Right.
is Capcom.
That's true.
I mean, now it looks like this might be, a
might
little
be
bit of Inafune, but this is a really bad precedent it sets because now you got other similar Kickstarters like Ukulele and Bloodstained. These are games that are spiritual successors to other games that we remember from our past that aren't being made anymore. I mean, and that's not to say that Ukulele and Bloodstained are going to be bad games. We don't know. But now let's say, a developer comes along and says, hey, I want to make a spiritual successor to Battletoads. If they see how Mighty Number 9 went, they might not donate to it.
Right. You just got to look at the track record, I guess.
Yeah.
A little closer. Like, there could be huge hits, but there could be a lot of missteps.
Yeah.
Like, who's the Castlevania guy?
Igarashi.
He made... There's been some recent Castlevania games. Some of them are bad.
He was pretty much in charge of all the ones on GBA, DS, and 3DS. And those all reviewed very well.
The Game Boy Advance one.
Especially the Game Boy Advance
awesome.
ones, yeah.
I remember.
So...
I think that's the only one I played.
He started with Symphony of the Night, which is considered the greatest of all time.
And that's what this is a spiritual successor to.
Yes.
The 3D ones were not good.
Right, the ones on PlayStation.
And this is not a 3D
This is not a 3D
So
one.
this, I think that Bloodstained Symphony of the Night has a much, that's going to be good.
That should be
I can
fine,
see that being good. Ukulele, I don't know because...
it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Those types of games have been...
It looks good.
Yeah.
Beck does not... He's not a well-designed character.
No.
Like, Mega Man is iconic. He's,
Yeah.
really, really well-designed. Beck is not really.
I mean, I don't know. I just... And, the art style changed with that game, so we went from looking decent to worse. I don't know, man. It really sucks. I think we were all rooting for this game.
Tevia says he did work on the Mega Man X series. I have to say I'm a big Mega Man fan, specifically Mega Man X. Just the first game.
Mega Man X is closer to what Inafune wanted for Mega Man, and Zero is actually one of his original designs for Mega Man.
Right. Well, I think it's just that Mega Man was supposed to be red.
Yeah.
And
he was blue because the NES could put out more blue.
Right, and you can make it more detailed, even though he's not very detailed at all. It's just what they could work with. But yeah, to be I love Mega Man. I haven't played all of the games. I haven't even scratched the surface of Mega Man games I can play.
Yeah.
But we had Mega Man 3 on NES, so we played it.
We used to rent a bunch of them a lot.
I don't think we got Mega Man 3 pretty late in the game.
We did, but I remember renting 5 and 6 and 2 and a bunch of them.
And we didn't have a Super Nintendo, so I couldn't play Mega Man X, but I used to play it on emulators all the time. And then when we finally got a Super Nintendo, that was one of the first games I got. No, it was the second game I got. First game I got was Super Mario World, because I didn't even have a Super Nintendo at the time. I was going to barter with a person to trade them Super Mario World for an entire Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And that didn't work out. I wonder why. Justin Colley says, I like cheese pizza.
That's a good type of pizza.
AJ says, my number 9 too. Look for it in Fig 2017 or whatever he says.
Maybe, yeah.
Fig, yeah. Fig, for all those who don't know, Fig is like Kickstarter, but for video games, and you get a portion of if you're a registered investor, you get a portion of the you own part of it pretty much.
Yeah.
We got a lot of big Mega Man fans.
Yeah, I mean, Mega Man's cool, but it looks like he's dead. He's just dead. There's no way they're making a Mighty Number 9 2 at this point. I mean, they might even just straight up cancel Red Ash, because that's supposed to be Mega Man Legends.
They should straight up cancel Red Ash.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that Mega Man Legends was never good.
I didn't like it.
I liked it. I liked the first one.
I didn't like it. I didn't think it was that good.
You cannot go back and play it, though.
No.
It did not age well. It was in that weird spot when 3D was just starting
apparently, because, it controls really weirdly on PlayStation. Apparently, on N64, it controls better, because you can use the full analog stick movement.
On N64?
Yeah. Angry Video Game Nerd did a review of it.
Well, that's how we played it.
Yeah.
We didn't have a PlayStation at the time. All right. Moving on.
Yes.
Where were we? Well, we talked about my number 9.
Talking about Mighty Number 9.
Let's do let's. You know what? We're on tweets, and I'm a little angry. So let's go here to the weird curveball I wanted to show you.
Okay.
So I tweeted this today. I quoted a tweet. I just wanted to link my tweet so everybody could see it. The girl who started the GamerGate situation.
Anita Sarkeesian?
No. The actual girl.
Zoë Quinn.
Yes, her.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know this was her because
Right.
Jim Sterling just retweeted this. She tweeted, "What the F did I ever do to you, Nintendo, that y'all had to make my suffering into an effing joke?" And it is a screen.
That's what that was?
It is I thought that tweet was a joke, but apparently this is serious. The screenshot is of, it looks like Paper Mario. It looks like the new one, Sticker Star, or not Sticker Star, the paint one, whatever the new one is.
Yeah.
It's Mario in front of a bunch of toes, and it says, "Let's watch the 5 fun guys dance and shuffle." Get it? Fun guys?
Yeah.
And then, man, is this going to ruin my career? I can see the headline now. Shufflegate exposed.
Oh, God.
So she's upset that Nintendo made a joke out of her whole situation.
I guess rightfully so. I mean, that was...
No!
Yes!
My tweet was, all right, calm down.
I mean, look at... I mean, in all fairness to her, GamerGate kind of ruined her life.
But Gate is put on the end of any controversy.
But here's the thing. Because the whole thing kicked off because... part of the whole, controversy was she cheated on this one guy with 5 other guys.
Oh, that I didn't know. Snap, Nintendo. Damn.
Yeah, that's why this is a big deal.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So
The 5 fun guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's...
I like that.
I mean, yeah, it's
funny.
It's kind of funny, but it's also kind of wrong at the same time.
I mean, I think that the Paper Mario series is known for having adult jokes in it.
It's known for being out there.
Right.
Yeah. And doing like weird crap like that.
Yeah. So, I think that's a huge overreaction.
I mean, if I was her, I wouldn't feel like I would be overreacting because, like I said, GamerGate, was a big deal.
She said you're making a joke out of my suffering, though.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're. I mean, what I didn't know that it was 5. It was 5 dudes. That changes it a little.
That
bit.
makes it very specific. Like you can only be talking about one person.
Right. But it's not that they didn't say anything about it. They just said, I'm going to get in trouble for this.
They referenced it.
Shufflegate exposed. That's what they said.
Yeah. The fact that it was, they specifically referenced 5 guys and Shufflegate, those two together, I mean, you can draw your own conclusions from there.
Right, but how is it offensive?
It's offensive to her because, this is a part of her life that she's clearly trying to, move past and go beyond. This was a really tough time for this one. If
you want to move past it, then don't draw attention to it, like you just did by tweeting it to your 70,000 followers. The actual screenshots didn't seem offensive. Like there's no.
No, they don't seem offensive. But something like that, could be offensive to certain people, and that was clearly offensive to her. You would think a company, not just Nintendo, but any video game company would steer far away from anything related.
I mean, they should have known if they put Gate on there, something's gonna happen.
Not necessarily, because like you said, Gate is just the suffix. They attach it to everything, but the fact that it's specifically referencing it, there's no doubt about it. It's specifically referencing GamerGate. You can't deny that.
Vicky says something really funny in the chat, but I can't repeat it because it'll get us in trouble. Frederick says, "You go, Nintendo." Daniel says, "No, it's just funny." Does anybody think it's offensive? Noah localization team Treehouse tries to stay up with what all the cool kids are talking about. AJ says,
Yeah, because all the cool kids are talking about ethics and game journalism.
I just think you gotta calm down a little bit on this GamerGate business.
I agree. I think everybody's got to calm down on it. I just think this is very out of character for Nintendo to reference what is really.
I don't think it's out of character for the Paper Mario series.
Maybe not for Paper, but for the company in general, because this is, this
they're
is a very adult
completely
topic.
tone deaf to this to GamerGate because they just fired that girl.
That's true.
Remember?
Well, they're tone deaf to a lot of things, to be honest.
What was that? There was a girl who she worked for Nintendo.
She worked on their marketing team, and
she had a Twitter account with like 2,000 followers. Or something.
For some reason, people blamed her for these quote unquote censoring that happened with Fire Emblem.
Right, because one of the characters gets drugged and all of a sudden isn't a lesbian anymore.
Yeah. Which is it's a little messed up if you think about it.
It is messed up. It's not messed up for Japan because they're weird over there.
Yeah, and I think she said something like, that's not cool or something. And then everybody blamed her for the localization problems, even though she's not on the localization team.
And then she got fired.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything wrong. Nintendo claims that she got fired for completely different reasons.
Yeah.
Which could be true, but that's another case of them not knowing how to deal with their audience.
Yeah.
Or how to deal with situations like this. So I don't think it's that out of character for Nintendo. I think if anything, it's out of character that they did something topical.
True.
That's not like Nintendo. I don't know. I think anything GamerGate related is a little just you say GamerGate and you just get just annihilated. I tweeted something about GamerGate and there were people searching the words GamerGate on Twitter just to say stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tweet that right now.
I don't want to.
I'm tweeting the words GamerGate and that's it.
For the record, I have no problem if you're for or against it. I
don't know what it means to be for or against it.
We did an episode on it.
I know. Okay, what does it mean to be for GamerGate?
Well, all right, you can't be really before or against.
All right, so what does it mean if you're for GamerGate?
It means if you're for GamerGate, it means you're for fairness and ethics in journalism. If you're against it, that means you're against racism and bigotry and sexism.
But I think both are true. I think both seem valid.
They are. That's the problem.
And they hate each other. So this is another Republican-Democrat garbage where nothing will get done. You both have valid points. Neither of you are going to do anything right.
Have people tried not being assholes?
Is that how you even spell GamerGate?
Yeah. Okay. Like, is that so hard for people to do? Just be nice to each other?
Don't be an asshole.
Just don't be assholes to people?
All right. Well, that was a fun one. Let's talk about movies.
Yeah, let's move on to less enraging topics. Let's talk about Batman vs Superman.
I love being enraged, though, especially on this show.
Let's talk about Zack Snyder and his DC DC Murderverse, which Io9 effectively calls it, because everybody just murders everybody.
I love that. I thought it was Murderverse because it sucks.
That too. But no, apparently, last Friday while you were out at E3, Warner Brothers invited a whole bunch of movie journalists, to the set of Justice League in London. Apparently, they started filming. I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
They got to see them film scenes. They got to see some scenes that were already done, and apparently, it's a very different tone from the last two movies we've gotten. This is apparently going to be lighter, funnier, and just all around more positive than what we've been getting from Zack Snyder's movies.
Just gonna be Adam West.
I wouldn't be upset if they did that. But no, they're saying they filmed the scene with J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon. It was his first day on set, and
he's a funny guy.
Yeah, and there were jokes and stuff going on. And then they showed a scene of of Bruce Wayne going to meet Barry Allen and confront him as the Flash, and apparently that was really funny. They compared the scene.
Barry Allen's supposed to be fun.
Right. Apparently, like he's like legitimately hysterical in this. Like his jokes are really good. They're comparing it that scene specifically to when Tony Stark meets Spider-Man in Civil War.
That would be good.
Apparently, yeah. From the way they're telling it, it looks like Barry Allen, Ezra Miller's Barry Allen, is going to be the Peter Parker of this movie.
I hope that Barry Allen is the funny part, and maybe Gordon fine because I like J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
I think he could do that justice, but Batman better not be telling too many jokes.
No.
Superman better not. I mean, Superman is a lighthearted person,
Yeah.
but not in this universe.
I feel like him coming back from dead, like would brighten him up a little bit. I feel like, oh, I've seen what happens when you
You think he's
dumb.
gonna come back all electric?
I've never walked out of a movie before. If he's electric blue, I will stand up,
What
scream, nope, and walk out.
What if he has long hair?
If he has the mullet, that's fine.
Mullet's fine. Okay.
Mullet's
I hope
fine.
he has the
I
mullet.
know, me too.
All right, so they're totally doing this because of the reception that the Batman
Yeah.
vs Superman had. Because people said that it was too dark, which I don't necessarily agree with. I just think that it was done the wrong way. Like it was too dark in the way that they did it. If that makes sense. Like Christopher Nolan's trilogy was dark, but it was done really
But Christopher
well.
Nolan's trilogy, yeah, like it knew when to be fun and have fun with it.
It had some jokes.
Yeah. I mean, this Batman vs Superman just didn't.
Right.
There was like nothing funny about it. Like nobody smiled. Nobody like.
Yeah, that-
Superman didn't seem like he was having a good time.
That doesn't mean make the next one lighthearted. That means just tone it a little bit. Just add a little bit.
I mean,
you
I
know?
don't think this is gonna be I don't think this is gonna be like from Batman Returns to Batman Forever, where it was a complete 180.
Right.
I think they got the message. That's not what we want, and they're gonna change it a little bit. You know, they're gonna change it slowly but surely. I think this is also part of the fact that Jeff Johns is now in charge of DC Films, which is
Right.
good. I think it's very, seeing the box office and the critical reception of Batman vs Superman made it very clear that this is not the way we want things going. Deborah Snyder, the producer and Zack Snyder's wife, said, it was very clear that people don't like to see the superheroes deconstructed. They like to see them, in their prime, in full force, in all their glory, which is not exactly true. The problem is the problem isn't that heroes are being deconstructed. It was that they were being deconstructed very badly.
Right.
So, but I think going the opposite route, showing the heroes in their glory, is a good idea. Especially, most of these heroes haven't been seen on screen before. So let us see them before you deconstruct them.
I think at the core, every superhero story is a deconstruction of the character.
Not necessarily.
Well, okay, at least every superhero movie, because they all get beaten down in the middle.
All the good ones.
All of them, period. They all come to a point where they're like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, I guess.
And that's, a deconstruction of character. So if you do that bad, then yeah, you're going to have a bad movie.
No, a deconstruction of character is like Iron Man 3. Like, they stripped him down completely, and they looked at, like, why he does what he does. Like, is it worth doing this? Why did he decide to do this? Things like that.
Or do they mean a deconstruction like they made a new character out of it?
No.
Like they... Everything that makes Superman, they got rid of it and did something else.
When you deconstruct a character, what you're doing is, like, you're taking that character, you look at every single element, you strip the character of every single element, and then you build them back up again using the parts that work and maybe some new elements, getting rid of the stuff that doesn't.
I would say that that's just what makes a good story.
Yeah, no, it makes a good story, but the thing, like, when you talk about superheroes, for the longest time, they didn't do that. It was just, there's a bad guy. Let's try to beat the bad guy.
The Gold and Silver Age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what makes a good superhero story is you take a superhero, you throw a bunch of crap at them that ruins them, and then they have to deal with it, come out stronger, and they learn a bunch of stuff from it.
Right. But
I think Marvel does that the best in their actual comics.
Yeah.
You know what? No, DC.
DC's better at it than people give them credit for.
Well, DC, I feel like the superheroes don't actually learn from it. I feel like in Marvel, they actually have like a lesson. They actually learn and are different after the things that they deal with.
To an extent. I mean, Tony Stark's not a drunk anymore, but Spider-Man's still getting messed up with clones. So
Like Green Lantern's girlfriend or wife got chopped up and left in the fridge. Is he really any different after that?
well, he just got done with being a prisoner of war. So I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
I put this on my phone so I could save it. Live to Rock says, no, Wally is funny. Barry is boring, I think he said. I lost it.
True, but, even Barry was more lighthearted and upbeat than the rest of the characters of the Justice League.
Right.
Like, he was all, like...
That's the Flash's thing, though, right? Isn't he, like, the funny one compared to everybody
else? In the Justice League cartoon, he was.
Yeah.
He was straight up comic relief in that. But even still, like, the Flash is the most positive of them. Even more positive than Superman, I would say.
Okay. Frederick says, Justice League trying to be Avengers with a more positive atmosphere. It's true, we didn't say anything about Avengers.
Well, yeah, because I feel like at this point we should stop doing that.
Yeah, you can't really compare the two. But I think it's obvious that, that's where that's what they're gonna draw at least a little bit of inspiration
I
from.
feel like they're doing everything they can to not be the Avengers.
Right, I think that's a good move.
Yeah.
But people are saying that it needs to be more positive. Civil War comes out, really positive, and people love it. So they're like, I guess we got to be more positive. Yeah. I think that's just the obvious thing to do for them.
And I think it's interesting. I forgot what article put it up, but I do want to point out, usually when websites do set visits, they do them fairly early, but then they don't release the details of their set visits until, a month or two before the movie comes out, when they're in prime promotion. This is coming out while the movie's still being filmed. So Warner Brothers is very clearly wants to get the message out that they're trying their damnedest to be better.
Right.
Like, they're doing everything they can to let you guys know that this is a whole new Justice League movie, to the point where they're not splitting into two parts anymore. It's just going to be Justice League, and then the next one will be whatever.
Solid Robin says, fans don't want heroes deconstructed. How about the great deconstruction stories like The Dark Knight Returns, Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, or Spider-Man Blue? Yeah. Those are great.
Again, like, that's what I was talking about, though. 'Cause it's not that we don't want to see deconstruction stories. We just want to see them done well. Part of the problem with Batman vs Superman is they try to do so much without establishing the characters first. Because even after Man of Steel, we didn't really know who Superman was. That Superman was. We didn't know who Batman was. We didn't know who Wonder Woman was.
Well, here's the thing. They that would have been fine if they stuck with what we already know about the characters.
Right.
For example, Spider-Man in Civil War. They gave us nothing on him. They gave us a few words, which was actually very smart. And they didn't give us anything else because they were just expecting us to know a little bit about Spider-Man, and we did. I was like, this is my Spider-Man. Yeah. This is what I have in my head. Batman was not what I had in my head in Batman vs. Superman. I was just like, why is he killing people? Why is this happening? And even Superman, from Man of Steel to this, that's not the Superman I have in my head. Yeah. So you deconstructed a character that is not the one that I think it is. I have a different idea of this character that you just deconstructed. Yeah. So I'm not following you while you're deconstructing this character.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Marvel people, I get these characters. These are my characters. I'm following you the whole time. Anything else about Justice League?
There were some other things, like they showed concept art for Aquaman. Apparently he wears jeans. That's the thing. They talked about the Flash's outfit. It's built on Wayne Tech. And it is
just gonna snap his fingers and there's gonna be a friggin' suit.
It's kind of, well, apparently like he stole it from Wayne Tech, and it's sort of like what astronauts wear, so they don't burn up on re-entry. And I guess what we saw in Batman vs Superman is going to be like what the Flash.
I wonder if it's going to have a visor.
I don't know. I just hope it doesn't look dumb.
People are saying Teen Titans in the chat. like caloric over here.
What about Teen Titans?
They want to see a Teen Titans movie.
That would be awesome, but you have to see the Teen Titans work in comics because they've been established over the course of years. The Teen Titans didn't start until the 60s when Robin and Aqualad and Speedy and Kid Flash and Wonder Girl were already established. So in order to stay with the Teen Titans movie, you have to do Justice League. You have to establish all these heroes. You have to establish their sidekicks, and then you have to establish them getting together.
And nobody likes staying on sidekicks too long.
Yeah.
Like you don't have a lot of time in the movie world, so like spending time building these sidekick characters, like it's very rough to do it without it being cheesy.
Yeah.
I want to move on because I want to keep this under an hour.
Yeah.
If we can. Let's
We
talk.
got 15 minutes. Go on.
Let's talk real quick about Donald Glover and Hannibal Buress in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yes.
Donald Glover, Childish Gambino,
Yes.
the person everybody was campaigning to be Miles Morales, was just added to the cast of Spider-Man: Homecoming. That could mean
Right.
two things: one, that freaking Miles Morales is in Spider-Man: Homecoming, or two, they're just punching all the fans in the face. Everybody who wanted Miles Morales, just a big bam. You're not getting Miles Morales.
I don't think it's going to be Miles Morales, specifically because Miles Morales is supposed to be much younger than Peter Parker,
Right.
and Donald Glover is significantly older than Tom Holland.
But he's got a baby face.
He does. Also, too, there's that rumored Spider-Man animated. Oh, it's not rumored; it's confirmed. There's a Spider-Man animated movie that's coming out. That's
Really?
that's rumored to have Miles Morales as
So
Spider-Man.
wait, I didn't know
And
they were making an animated movie.
they announced the director for it too. Let me look it up.
Is that gonna be in the same universe?
I don't think so.
Is it gonna have anything to do with it? That would be cool if Miles Morales was in both.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, they announced it at the same time they announced a Ghostbusters animated movie or TV show, whatever.
Oh, God help us.
Poor Ghostbusters. Yeah, let me just... Spider-Man, the animated movie, is written by Phil Lord, who co-directed the Lego movie and 21 Jump Street, and is currently making the Han Solo movie. Where the hell is his name? Where's the director's name? They announced who the director is.
Blur Studios. It's not gonna be Blur Studios.
All right, this article doesn't have it, but yeah, they announced the director for it, and the animated movie is rumored to be about Miles Morales.
Okay. But like that's another one of those rumors that could just be somebody going, "Oh, it's gonna be Miles Morales, I bet you."
Well, it makes sense because you got Peter Parker in the main movie.
Is that Marvel Studios or is that Sony?
That's Sony.
So, again, is it gonna have any sort of ties to?
I'm sure
friggin' movie?
the deal they worked out with Marvel. Marvel gets to use Peter Parker. Sony can use Miles Morales or Spider-Gwen. I mean, they made Spider-Gwen so that Emma Stone can come back and be a Spider-Woman.
Really? In the comic?
Yeah,
They made that comic just so that Emma Stone could come back?
they made that comic so they can find a reason for Emma Stone to come back.
Interesting. She was good in that movie.
She was good.
I think that it could be plausible that Sony was like, give us Miles Morales, put him in Spider-Man: Homecoming so that we could take him and make our own movie.
Right.
So,
But that would be, again, that would be flipping things because Donald Glover is older than Tom Holland, and he looks older than Tom Holland. Meanwhile, Miles Morales is significantly younger than Peter Parker.
I think they can make Donald Glover look very young.
You think
Like
so?
very young. Yeah, because he's got a freaking baby
Yeah,
face.
he's got a baby face. They can only take you so far. Like, I'm not going to see a 13-year-old up there. I'm going
Right.
to see,
He's not going to be 13. He's going to be the same age as
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Because Tom Holland, I think, is not even 20 yet.
yeah, but like he's going to look the same age.
All right.
Even if he's not Miles Morales, he's going to be his friend.
All right.
He's going to be that young.
Yeah.
And yes, I know Miles Morales and Peter Parker, two different universes.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
Oh, that happened in actual. Oh, yes, that
Yeah.
whole situation. Did we ever get a second Spider-Man comic?
No.
Did we ever figure out why at the end of Spider-Man? First, Spider-Man was an amazing comic.
Yes.
Did we ever figure out why at the end the whole Miles Morales thing happened? I don't want to say what it is.
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's dumb.
I should look.
I'm just gonna spoil it for everybody. Hold your ears for like as long as my hand's up. So at the end of Spider-Man, well, Peter Parker goes to the Ultimate Universe, meets Miles Morales. All this stuff happens. Peter Parker goes back to the regular universe, finds out that he goes, "Oh, I wonder who Miles Morales is in this universe." Looks it up and goes, "Oh my god!" And then it cuts.
Yeah.
And we never figured out why he said, "Oh my god." Okay. Spoiler alert's over.
Yeah. And Hannibal Buress is just.
Oh yeah,
funny.
Hannibal Buress.
He's funny as hell, so that'll be awesome.
Somebody said, it was the top comment on Reddit. It said, he's going to play the guy that goes, "Hey, Spider-Man's stealing that guy's pizza." Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Spider-Man goes, no, Peter Parker goes to the alleyway with a pizza,
Yeah.
and then he comes out as Spider-Man holding the pizza, and this black dude just goes, "Hey, Spider-Man stole that guy's pizza." And he kind of looks like Hannibal Buress. Actually, kind of looks like the guy from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Darius Rucker.
Hootie. But no, he's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I love Hannibal Buress.
He was good in Neighbors and Neighbors 2.
You saw Neighbors?
I saw I saw both of them.
Why did you see Neighbors?
Well, Neighbors 1 is straight up awesome, and Neighbors 2
It is good?
Yeah.
Wow.
Neighbors 2 actually not bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Neighbors is hysterical.
No, I gotta see it. Where are we here? Sony could have asked for the rights to the Spider-Man game. Solid, Robin says.
Yeah, I think the reason why Spider-Man is a PS4 exclusive right now has something to do with
Definitely.
yeah.
I think that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man game is gonna be awesome. I think it's fine that it's Sony exclusive because I have a PlayStation, so I don't care. I'm gonna move on so we can do this real quick.
All right. Do you want to talk about Rogue One?
Yes, we gotta do that quick.
Okay.
I forgot about Rogue One.
So they announced pretty much the entire cast of Rogue One, and I'm going to butcher all their names pretty much. Felicity Jones is playing Jyn Erso. We knew that already. Captain Cassian Andor is Diego Luna. He's a by-the-book rebel officer who is teams with Jyn. Donnie Yen, and this is where the butchering comes in. Chirrut Imwe. The Star Wars show pronounced all these names properly. I should have watched that in preparation for this. Yeah, Donnie Yen is Chirrut Imwe, a warrior monk who is blind, and he doesn't use the Force, but he believes in it. Jine Wen is Baz Malbus, who's a close friend of Donnie Yen's character, because I'm not saying that again, who doesn't quite share his spiritual beliefs.
It's another one of those. The Force is hokey and whatever. It's the Han Solo.
Right. Well,
Obi-Wan
this takes place like
thing.
10 minutes before New Hope. So,
Right.
Riz Ahmed is playing Bodhi Rook, who is the lead rebel pilot. Alan Tudyk is K2SO, the droid character in the movie, the motion captured droid character. Described by Gareth Edwards as Chewbacca's personality in a droid's body.
Interesting.
Yeah. Who just doesn't give a damn what you think.
He's a big droid, right?
Yeah, he's like 7 foot tall, and you
He
can't
is?
teach that. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
something like
I knew
that.
he was big, but I didn't know he was that big.
I might be exaggerating.
I think you're exaggerating. I think he's like knee height.
He's not that. Mads Mikkelsen is Galen Erso, Jin's father, who is
Galen?
not.
There you go.
No,
There you go, Galen.
Galen Merrick is
Galen!
Star Killer. Galen Erso is Jin's father, who is a scientist that's work is desired by both the rebels and the Empire. So that'll be interesting. And Ben Mendelsohn is Director Orson Krennic, an ambitious Imperial officer. He's hoping to catch the favor of the Empire while not pissing off Darth Vader.
Ooh.
That will be interesting. Now, they left off Forrest Whitaker's character in the initial press release. They announced it later in the day.
That's weird.
Yes. Forrest Whitaker is playing Saw Gerrera, and I know I'm pronouncing that wrong.
They're all actually alien names. So
Yeah. But Saw Gerrera was first seen in the 5th season of the Clone Wars cartoon. So Forrest Whitaker is playing a character who has appeared before, and it looked like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. It looked like that. That doesn't look anything like Forrest Whitaker. But
That's interesting.
yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna see other characters that have appeared before.
I don't know. They confirmed that Darth Vader is in the movie.
Right.
They
I'm
confirmed.
pretty sure they confirmed that before.
They like hinted at it. This is them flat out saying like, yes, Darth Vader is in the movie.
Okay. Also, I think what's interesting is all of they have the cover of Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah.
All of the ships and vehicles and stuff are new. They're brand new.
Yes.
They're variations of the AT-ATs called something else.
It's like ATCAT because it's
Yeah.
like a cargo transport.
And then the TIE fighters are a variation of a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
I think that like they keep doing this. Like this is like how much before episode 4 is this? It's not long before.
No.
So like they don't have the same ships. They don't have the same
I know.
technology.
Like, yeah.
Like,
Why didn't we see this in episode 4? The TIE Strikers is what they're called.
yeah, like we've never seen these TIE strike. Like just have the same stuff. Like you
Yeah.
didn't have to go crazy. Like I get it, it's a new movie, but like to be fair, the trailer looked like episode 4, 5,
Yeah.
and 6. Like I was like, that is that time period.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job.
Yeah. I can't wait. I mean, I'm not one of those people who think the reshoots or anything to be, worked up over.
Right.
But I mean, the tone of that first trailer, like it was just it hit every
I am
single button.
I am a little worried about the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want a dark.
This
I'm
should-
ready for a darker
This should
movie.
be darker than in Force Awakens. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the reshoots.
Right.
I think it'll be okay. I forget if it was Alan Horn or Robert Iger, one of the guys who runs Disney, says he saw it already, and he's seen like other stuff from it, and he says it's fine.
One of the dudes who runs Disney.
Yeah.
Well, he runs Disney. Of course, he's gonna say it's fine. All right. Anybody got anything to say about Star Wars? So no Galen Merrick, aka Starkiller, Tebby says.
No.
I guess not. I think they're gonna rip from that story a lot
They might
because
crib from it. Yeah.
the blind dude is 100% the blind dude from from
Force
Awakens.
Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. So yeah, I think they're gonna steal
Well,
stuff,
yeah,
just like they're gonna steal stuff from the expanded universe and stuff.
Well, Ben Mendelsohn's character looks like Admiral Thrawn, just using blue. So
Yeah, exactly. He should have just been Thrawn.
yeah.
People would have gone nuts.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, so. Oh, and Tevye wants Admiral Thrawn. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go here. You guys ask us questions and stuff while we answer questions. I got last week's comments up.
Okay.
You get the Twitter hashtag up. Usually nothing's over there.
Yeah.
For you guys who are new, we answer questions from the chat. I mean, we answer questions from the chat. We answer questions from the comments of the previous Wulff Den Live. So if you're listening to this afterwards on SoundCloud, iTunes, or Google Play, just go to the comments and write your comment on YouTube. Or use the hashtag WolfDenLive. Spell it correctly or I will kill you.
He won't do that. Nothing on Twitter. While you're looking, I just want to bring up. They announced that Bryan Cranston is going to be Zordon in the Power Rangers movie. That's awesome. I've got nothing bad to say about that.
Oh, yes, that is awesome.
That makes Bryan Cranston the first person from the original series to be in the new movie.
First person. Oh, yeah, because he was like a
was a
B character or something.
He was the voice of two of the monsters, and they named Billy after him. Billy Cranston.
Ah, I thought that was it because he tweeted that.
Yeah.
Like, what did they name Billy after? And it was like a joke, but I didn't know that they did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so comments from previous Wulff Den Live. Solo Fox says, I have two 4K TVs. I loved the one in the living room so much, I bought one for the bedroom. I'm telling you, the picture is beautiful. Although the only 4K videos I have are on Netflix right now or YouTube. But I promise you, once you watch some gameplay footage in 4K, you will want a console capable of 4K gaming. So I am so excited for this. He's talking about Xbox Scorpio. I'm sure the 4K TVs will be super cheap by next year, so I think a lot of people will make the switch. Anyways, I love the show, guys, and I'm sure you guys will have many more subscribers in the coming years. Thank you very much.
I
Solar
do.
Fox.
I do want to say, going off the 4K thing, they announced a special 4K Blu-ray of Batman vs Superman. It's going to be the first officially released. I think it's called like Ultra HD Blu-ray. 100 gigabytes.
Damn.
On that disc.
One disc?
One disc.
Damn, that's
100
awesome.
gigs.
That's crazy. I will say that I have seen 60 frames per second gameplay, and I still don't care if I only get 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
So I don't think I will care about 4K, except that you're right. Next year, I think that 4K will be a lot more accessible.
Yeah.
I honestly was a little disappointed when we got these consoles that they weren't 4K capable because I knew that 4K was coming very soon. But I have consoles already. I'm not really going to care about a graphical leap like that unless the games run faster.
Yeah. Also, too, none of the TVs in this house are 4K.
Exactly.
TVs.
Like,
so we're not going to reap any benefits from it.
I want a 4K monitor, kind of, but there's a lot of things I need in a monitor that are just not possible to get a cheap one. Yeah. And I'm just not going to do it.
Seeing some comments here.
Nothing on Twitter, right?
Nothing on Twitter. Tevia, any opinion on Marvel doing Marvel now again? Because in my opinion, I am sick and tired of this BS. I think Marvel is scared because DC Rebirth is doing better than people expected. So they need to do something. And Marvel Now was originally a success, so they figured do it again. Along that line, Rael, are you reading Rebirth? Comment, please. I am. I haven't read anything recent yet, but I read all the Rebirth #1 specials. They're all really good. Wonder Woman, Batman, Detective, the Superman books. Green Arrow, surprisingly, was the best of the bunch.
Green Arrow?
Green Arrow.
I saw Greg Miller tweeted out a picture of Green Arrow getting with Black Canary, and he was like, "This is amazing."
I don't want to go into too much because spoiler alert. Next week, my video will be on the first month of Rebirth, and just how all the titles are and what you expect from each title. So stay tuned for that. But suffice to say, so far, Rebirth is very good.
Did you say if you were going to be on Wolf Den Live next week?
I did not.
So you don't know yet?
I don't know yet.
Okay. I'll be here.
He'll be here.
It'll be happening. We just don't know if he'll be here. He'll be in Kentucky.
Yes. Damien
asks, Bob, expectations for Destiny 2 2017? No expectations. I guess they need to just make the same game again, really, with new stuff, because we just need more stuff to do in that game. And yeah, they've iterated on it so much that it's gonna be good no matter what, basically. We need more story. Basically, make a Destiny 2 in the same vein that you would make in the DLCs, and everything will be fine. Obviously, we're going to need new subclasses, because that'll just make it more interesting. But hopefully, we can bring our characters over and stuff. It's like an MMO. You gotta bring all of the same stuff over and add a whole bunch of new stuff. I honestly just don't even think they should make a Destiny 2. They should just make another big expansion and change a lot of things. Blah, 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 blah. Tevye says we need more story. I hope he's talking about Destiny.
Gavin Roberts asked me on Twitter what even is Marvel Now. I've seen promos for it, and I'm still confused. Marvel Now was originally just their relaunch initiative. They relaunched all their books under the banner Marvel Now, because this is what's happening in Marvel Now. And they're doing it again. They've been, they
do it all the time.
They have the dumbest names for their initiatives. It was Marvel Now, then there was All New Marvel Now, then there was All New, All Different Marvel Now, and now it's Marvel Now again.
Sonic the Headshot, is the PlayStation Neo going to have a better processor? Yes.
Yes.
It is going to have actually a much better processor than the current PlayStation 4. So that is a big reason why I want it, because it would have better load times. Another big reason is for VR, because I do want to get PlayStation VR.
Yo, I'm gonna totally steal your PSVR to play Star Wars and Batman. Just to let you know.
Okay. Oh, another thing. Best Buy you can set up an appointment to go try PlayStation VR. It starts like tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, so we got to do that, because
You got to do that. I'm not trying out a PSVR in a Best Buy.
fine, I'll do it, because I need to try it. I get screwed every single time I demo VR.
I walked past the Microsoft store in the mall, and they had a Vive demo. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, we got one more question.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Why is Bob's Twitter not working?
Oh, so here's the thing.
Okay.
My Twitter, if I tweet at you or I favorite one of your things or retweet one of your things, you won't get a notification. You have to go to that thing and look at scroll down and see if there's any tweets from me or something. I don't know why. Was I marked as spam too many times from somebody? Did somebody maliciously attack my Twitter account? I don't know. My own girlfriend doesn't get my likes or retweets or mentions. He doesn't get anything.
Nope.
It's our own Twitter account doesn't get notifications from me. It's just I'm like a ghost. And Twitter is my main source form of social media. So life's a toilet, guys. Yep. Everybody tweet at support, which is Twitter's support, and say give Bob Wulff his mentions and his replies back. God damn it. That's it. Oh, best E3 reveal, Lift Rock says. This is the last one. Best E3 reveal. I know I'm missing something. Spider-Man actually shocked me.
Yeah.
Even though there was rumors of that happening anyway.
Yeah.
But I was like, whoa. This looks good. That's supposedly coming out. Well, people are saying it's going to come out a tie-in with the movie.
Yeah.
And some people are saying that's way too soon. But this game looks like a lot was done.
Apparently, it was running in engine in real time.
Yeah, a lot of that is garbage. I think. Well, they said it was actual gameplay.
Yeah,
it's heavily scripted.
Oh yeah,
it's heavily scripted gameplay. But
Homecoming comes out July 7th next year.
I totally think it's coming out with that.
Yeah,
or that it's trying to come out with that. I hope they don't fart it out. But best E3 reveal. Damn. Oh,
go ahead.
Kojima coming out.
Oh yeah,
was crazy because I was expecting nothing from that. What else? And Crash Bandicoot. So God, I don't know what the best reveal would be. What do you think?
We Happy Few.
I still haven't seen anything about that.
That was really good. That was really well done.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it. But no, the only thing that actually sits in my head is the Spider-Man one, but probably because we just talked about it, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
Walking away out of E3, all I want to do is play Trials of the Blood Dragon, but I have to buy it and actually sit down and play it.
For real quick, it was announced that Michael Mondo has joined the cast of Spider-Man: Homecoming. He, for those of you who don't know, was Vaz Montenegro in Far Cry 3.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, he's awesome.
Yep.
The bad guy.
The bad guy.
Far Cry 3. He's amazing.
He's also Nacho Varga in Better Call Saul. So
he's going to be a bad guy.
Oh yeah, probably.
That's awesome. It was Shocker. Again, the Shocker.
That'd be awesome.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
All right.
So remember, we'll answer your comments on the YouTube archive, which will be up on Thursday. Yeah. We will answer tweets from Wulff, #WolfDenLive, spelled correctly.
Yeah.
Tweet at our own Twitter accounts. Listen to this on SoundCloud, iTunes, or Google Play. Favorite us on there. Give the stars, comments, all that garbage. What else do we got? Do videos every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Right now, I'm gonna go stream in an hour because I gotta go take a huge dump.
And it usually takes an hour to do that.
Yeah, it takes a whole hour to do that. And then I'll stream the drawing of the thumbnail. Did I cover everything?
Yeah, I think you did.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time on the Wulff Den. Wulff Den now over 15,000 subscribers.